Welcome back. It's Friday. It's time for Club Ed with Daily Show co-creator Liz Winstead. Liz, great to have you with us tonight. All right,
hey,
we got John Boehner. He's going to be rallying with Rich Ayat, the Nazi dresser. Lots of material there, ironically for Halloween. What do you think?
Well, I'm not sure you ever want to have the words rally and Nazi in the same sentence, even if you are a Nazi hobbyist. And, you know, it scares me a little bit that it probably won't affect Boehner at all. But what's really pathetic is you try to figure out why the heck is Rich Ayat a Nazi reenactor. And I think it's probably because he used to be a Civil War reenactor, but they got sick of him complaining about how that war turned out. So they kicked him out, so we had to find somebody else he could be sympathetic with.
Sharon Angle. I can't believe she's leading in the polls. I don't believe the polls, but she, of course, is serving it up again, blaming Harry Reid for stealing the election before the election even took place. What do you think?
I know. She's claiming voter fraud, when in that race, the only voter fraud would be is if you voted for her, that fraud. She's the fraud in the whole thing. And her race baiting has gotten so out of control, Ed. If you were to believe every single one of Sharon Angle's racist ads, you would think that, you know, when Harry Reid wasn't passing out fistfuls of Viagra to sex offenders, he was like giving swimming lessons at the Four Seasons to undocumented workers so they could get across the border easier. It's ridiculous at this point. She has nothing to run on, and all she does is race bait.
All right, voter suppression. They're taking out ads in the state of Nevada telling Hispanics to stay home because the Democrats are really bad, and there's other things happening at polling places around the country. What do you think?
Well, I think that it's going to really be hard for Sharon Angle, you know, to get that Hispanic voter turnout from the Canadian border that she keeps talking about. And she wouldn't know if they were Hispanics or Asians anyway. So everything she says doesn't make sense.
What do you make of all the violence that's taken place, Liz? I mean, the Rand Paul debate the other night, the girl that got taken down, it was a 5-on-1. And then this poor guy's trying to get a cup of coffee and to go see Reenector, and he gets thrown up against the car, and now he's facing trespassing charges. What is happening in this country?
I know. I think the young guns are a little out of control, Ed. I think they got to watch out. They're so edgy. It's getting nuts. You know, I think when you run a fear-based campaign, you know, and all you have is fear and you operate from that, you can only resort to violence because you have nothing else to offer. And it's pretty scary that the American people are buying it on some level.
It is. It's a new definition for all-star wrestling, that's for sure.
Oh,
Great
yeah. Linda McMahon's got nothing on these people.
That's right. She doesn't. Thanks, Liz.
Thanks,
Liz is going to be performing in D.C., in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Chicago, Illinois this week. Details at LizWinstead.com.